Hello again. I just wanted to do another quick video to show you how to do a post on your blog. And there may be a few other assorted bits of information that I squeeze in as well. So if to do a post, depends on, in order to actually put the post on your blog, you'll need to be signed into your blog. You may want to compose the post in Microsoft Word or some other um, word processing system, Google Docs or whatever, rather than do it right on the blog. If you have internet issues and your internet cuts out, it's possible you might lose information if you go right onto the blog and actually do the composing there. There is some auto saving that happens, but I'm not quite comfortable with it. So generally, if I'm going to unless I'm doing something really quick, I might compose it right on the blog. But if I'm doing an assignment or something that's going to take me some time to think about, I might go into Word and save it there, and that's a way to back it up on my computer as well as on the blog. But once you get the post ready to go, or if it's something quick, you'll first need to sign into your blog. You can do that a couple different ways. You can just go to edublogs.org and log in using your username and password, or if you go to the course blog, you might want to click on get into your own blog, say Andrews here, and he could sign in here from his blog. I'll do it here. Since I'm the course blog is my blog, I'm going to do it here. And I'll put my username and password and log in. And no, I don't want to save that. Okay, and that'll bring me into the dashboard. I'm on the dashboard of the blog. Now, one thing I might mention, if you get onto a dashboard, once you do the join a class thing, you will be able to access both the dashboard of your own blog and the dashboard of the course blog. You'll be able to tell the difference, though, because of the title up here. Assuming you have a different title, this tells me what dashboard I'm on. If you happen to get on the dashboard of the blog instead of your own of the course blog instead of your own blog, you won't have all these options here. You'll just have a very truncated little list, and you won't be able to do posts. So if you go to my site here, you see I've got tons of blogs here. There'll be two options: your blog and the course blog, and you want to toggle down to the right one and then slide over here to get on the dashboard of your own blog. Okay, to do a post, there are two ways to get to the screen you need. One is to go to this posts here and add new. And the other way that gets you to the same place is to do this plus new post. And it doesn't matter which one of those you get used to doing. And I'll just do a little test post. And you might want to, if you haven't done your post yet, you might want to just do a test and play around. So I'm just going to put some text here. All right, so you put a title here. That's going to be the title of the post. As we get into essays, I'll encourage you to come up with, real substantive titles that don't just say essay 1, but that give some indication of what the essay is about to try to draw your reader in. But for the first post that you do, the writer's autobiography, you can either use something like writer's autobiography or, if you can come up with something snappier than that, more creative than that, feel free. Okay, if I do this post and I'm interrupted in the middle of composing it and it's not quite finished, or for whatever reason I'm not ready to have it go public yet, you do have this option to save draft. And if you're worried about, if you're composing on the blog and you're worried about losing things, just as when you're composing in Microsoft Word, you might want to click this Save Draft. Now that lets you then go away from the draft and it'll be there when you get back. Now, when you get back and sign on to your blog again, you'll get just, let me see if I can replicate that. You'll just get to the dashboard To get back to that post, if you go to posts, all posts here, that's going to give me, and you see this is a published draft, a published post here. Then this one is a draft. So the drafts, the things that you've saved but haven't yet published, though they won't show up on the blog itself, and we can see that by going to visit site. And all we see is Welcome to English 101. So sometimes students think that their drafts have disappeared, but if you go back to that all posts page, you'll see that the draft is here. You can click on edit here, and that will bring you right back to where you were. Notice you've got all these formatting buttons here that look very much like Microsoft Word, so you can make things bold or italic. You can make bullet points. This is to do a block quote if you're quoting information from another source. What you do if you do that, normally what you'd want to do, blogs don't use works cited pages necessarily, but what they do normally would be to hyperlink. So put the title of the post or the page or the article where you got the information, and then this lets you do a hyperlink. We'll be doing hyperlinks later in the class. And then there's some, you can do text color, that sort of thing. You can indent or unindent. Once you're finished with the post and you're ready to publish it, you just need to click this blue publish button, which eventually will publish it. You notice once it's published, the publish button changes to update. So now if we go out to the site, we should see that test post. If I want to get back to that test post to edit it, I could go back into the dashboard, or if I'm signed into my blog, I have an edit option here that's going to bring me right back to the dashboard into that post. And then I could make some changes and add a few more letters and update it if I wanted to make changes. Notice that even if we get away from this, you're always going to have the option to get back to a post, whether it's published or not, and see this now changed to published. You can always get back in and edit it. So, which is what I did when I added that video that I did last night, and I'll do it again when I finish and publish this one. I'm going to get back into this post and add the video here. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's it. You should, if you've done the join a class thing, you should see something that says view course blog or class blog or something like that here. That'll let you toggle back and forth between your dashboard and the outside of the course blog, which might be helpful if you want to check on assignments. I think that's it. If you have any questions doing this or any problems, let me know. Otherwise, look forward to reading your writers' autobiographies.